Welcome back, it's me, Lou. I'm here for another action figure unboxing and review. And today we're going to kind of do a little bit of a comparison. This is not going to be a full review where I'm going to remove the figure and go over the articulation. Instead, it's going to be a more so mint on card review, and we're going to take a look at and compare the Star Wars Black Series Sith Trooper. So these figures came out some years ago. I want to say maybe like back in 2019. Around the time of the last Star Wars sequel movie, The Rise of Skywalker. So what we have here is we have the standard retail release of the action figure, the Star Wars Black Series Sith Trooper. And on my left here, I believe this was a convention exclusive. I think. And I don't remember how I got this in my possession. There's a part of me that wants to say I might have picked this up at GameStop some years ago. I can't. I just all I remember is that I ran into this the other day and I saw this and I thought it'd be a cool toy to show off for a video and just kind of talk about the differences between them. But yeah, I don't remember the exact details on how I obtained this or where I got this, because this was a couple years back. But I think it was either a convention exclusive. It might have been available also to like GameStop and online retailers. But yeah, this was something that you couldn't just find at a store. You know, this is not a retail release, or at least a standard retail release. So yeah, we have the two different figures here. Let's take a look at the standard one first. So this is your standard Sith Trooper figure. It comes in the the much older Black Series design packaging, where it's mostly black and red. Yeah, the artwork here looks really nice. I believe it's illustrated by artist Gregory Titus, I think. And you get your standard Sith Trooper. He comes with two accessories. He has his blaster, and he also has his rifle. This is action figure number 92 in the Black Series collection. And it describes the Sith Trooper in its ultimate push towards galactic conquest. The First Order readies an army of elite soldiers that draw inspiration and power from a dark and ancient legacy. And I don't think you see these guys until maybe the end of the film. I want to say I think you see these Sith Troopers on the bridge of the Star Destroyers towards the end of the movie during that battle on Exegol, I think. And the Sith Trooper, the armor, even though it looks like just like a plain red stormtrooper, it's actually decked out with more detail. Like there's all sorts of like lines in like panel lines scribed into its chest. There's some additional paneling and accessories on them. So he's not as smooth as your average stormtrooper. It's almost something along the lines of maybe like the Spartan armor from like Halo. It's a lot more angular in that regard. You know, a lot of hard angles. It's not as clean and as aerodynamic. And they really want to hammer, the point home that this guy's a Sith. That's why he's covered in red and black. So it's kind of cool. Like in some ways, it's kind of like a old shout out to the old royal guards that flank the Emperor in like Return of the Jedi. It's a nice action figure. Like I said, this is going to be a mint on card review, so I'm not going to take this out. So just come around on YouTube. I'm sure you can find like a content creator who will go in depth and give you a full review of the articulation and whatnot. But for me, I just kind of wanted to compare the two figures. And over here we have the exclusive Star Wars The Black Series Sith Trooper. So, like I said, this was not a standard retail release. I believe it was a convention exclusive and maybe made available on like select online retailers. The box is really neat. It almost kind of has like that like boutique kind of feel where it's like very fancy. It's almost like a perfect. It's almost like a box you'd get like if you bought like a bottle of cologne or perfume. It's very solid red. You have a nice illustration here of the Sith Trooper. The logo, it's kind of like it's kind of faint. It's actually embossed, so you just actually feel it. It's not actually printed on. Likewise, there's some texture towards the corner here. The illustration of the Sith Trooper continues on the side. And much like the other exclusives, there is no numerical designation. Like, even though this is a Black Series figure, it's not considered to be a part of the actual dedicated line. That's why like exclusives don't have the number here. The back, it's very bare bones. There's like absolutely nothing. It just says Sith Trooper, and it says, you know, here's the copyright information, 2019. Here's a little sticker here for like international distribution. And the box is really cool. It's actually like a cardboard sleeve. So this slides out. And then you have your figure here. It's an open air package. There's no window, so you know, if you wanted to, you could just easily remove this. For this review, I'm still keeping this mint on card, so I'm not going to take it out. So the only thing holding him in are these plastic ties around his waist and his arms and legs. As you can see here, identical figures, the exact same identical sculpts and paint job. Very red. And you kind of have this like reddish brown box. And on the back, again, we have that really cool illustration. I believe it's by Gregory Titus. So one of the cool selling points with this exclusive figure is that with the standard retail release, he only came with the blaster and the rifle. This one's pretty neat because if you look here at the side of the box, there's this hidden tray here. And there's these tabs here. These are made of cloth. There's one here and one here. And you get to pull on this. And it's kind of like a drawer. You pull this out, it's a drawer. And then you reveal the extra accessories. Likewise, on this side, you pull on this drawer. And then you get the other set of accessories. It's really neat. So in addition to the accessories you get with this guy over here, you get the identical blaster. You get this one. It's right there. You get the rifle right here. And the rifle's right there. So it's awesome because he comes with some additional accessories, which I believe might be exclusive to only this guy. If I'm wrong, just correct me in the comments below. So you kind of get that weird, like, it looks like a claw, but I believe that it's like, I don't know, there's like some sort of like static or electricity that shoots between these two prongs. He comes with a vibro blade over here, and I believe this is maybe like a flamethrower. So it's really neat. He comes with extra accessories, but I think with this action figure, it might the original price for this might have been like $39, which is, you know, the usual price for some of the convention exclusive Black Series figures. And, you know, it is kind of pricey, but I think, you know, the argument is that, you know, if you're at a convention, you want, you know, an exclusive toy. And exclusives are such a big deal at conventions and shows. So they know people are going to go out of their way to buy them, and they know that, you know, this is aimed really at the collector. And, you know, they do a good job of honoring that by, like, making this figure accessible without a window. So if you're one of those collectors who want to take it out, but then put it back, you know, in the box, you can easily, you know, access the figure without a window here. You know, the accessories are readily available. You know, all I have to do is pull out the tray. So it's really cool. I mean, it has a very premium look with this cardboard sleeve. You know, it feels like you're buying something special. And I think that's the whole purpose of, like, when you buy a convention exclusive, is that you want to make sure that the consumer is getting a toy or product that you can't just buy in the stores. You know, whether it's updating the package so it looks really cool and premium, or just giving you, you know, a couple of extra bells and whistles. You know, in this case, you know, the extra weapons. But it's up to you, you know, whether or not, you know, you want to pay the extra money for it. Like I said, I think this was like $39 2 years ago when it was available at the conventions. The secondary market price right now, I haven't checked on it. You know, it might be a little bit more. But I would say if you could find this for a decent price online, like, you know, through eBay or Facebook Marketplace, I think it's well worth the purchase just for the extra guns, because I think it's kind of cool. But I mean, if you're just stuck with this guy right here, it's a great figure nonetheless. But I do like the idea of having the extra accessories. You know, especially if you're like big into army building, you know, having the extra accessories at least gives you a chance to like diversify your Sith troopers. You know, you can make each one a little bit more unique than the other one. You know, you could like deck out one with just the vibroblade. You know, if you want like flame troopers, you know, you get a couple of these, and then you could deck out a couple of these guys with the flamethrowers. So I do like the fact that, you know, you could give them different accessories to kind of like give them a different kind of rank or like purpose. So it's really neat. So yeah, convention exclusives are fun. I know for like, you know, especially for a con experience, you know, sometimes when you go to cons, you know, if exclusive is like in short supply or in demand, you know, be prepared to like wait in line. You know, I've seen people talk about how they've wasted entire days at conventions just by waiting in line just to get a hold of exclusives, which is cool. But you know, to each their own. So let's wrap this video up. Great figure. Like I said, if you have this guy right here, I don't think this is necessarily worth the purchase unless you want the extra guns and accessories. But it's pretty cool, especially if you're like a mint on card collector. I think this is a nice, you know, package to have on display in your collection. It's very unique. I love the fact that it comes with this plastic sleeve. It makes it seem really fancy. Alright, so wrapping this video up, once again, my name is Lou. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber or viewer, thank you so much for your likes, comments, and support. I greatly appreciate it. So until the next video, take care of yourself, be safe, and most importantly, be happy. And I'll talk to you at the next one.